Welcome to the 1 to 9 podcast for interesting insights and knowledge from animals and other beings within multidimensional realms.
Hello, Diana.
Hello, Karen.
Welcome to another edition of the 1 to 9 podcast.
Yes, here we are again. After a delightful cold soup.
Oh, yes, we had a nice cold soup, a Beeler soup.
Which was very green.
It was very green. We had some fresh purslane from the gardens, and I don't know where the garlic came from, but it was very spicy, which we added on top. But I think the traditional Beeler soup doesn't have garlic. Doesn't have anything extra. It's just straight recipe. Today, our special guest are some beets. We have 4 really bright red, fresh beets here with their fresh greens, their tops splayed out around them. Very excited to be here. Diana saw them jumping up for joy.
Yeah, they were doing this like a little
beet
kicking dance. You know, left, right, chorus line kind of thing.
A chorus line, a beet chorus line.
Now, it's like they're turned upside down because the beet part is actually their head.
Oh, and the greens are like their kicking feet or the chorus lines?
The greens are kind of like the skirt.
Oh, the skirt. Oh, right. Interesting.
So they feel like they're upside down in the bowl.
Oh, should we turn them the other way?
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, no big deal. Let me turn them.
Sorry, Beets.
How's that?
Yeah, okay, they feel much better.
Okay.
Wisps of hair on the top of their heads. They're saying thank you.
The wisps of the hair, their roots sticking out.
No, it's their hair.
Oh, it's their hair. Yeah. My bad.
No. And they don't mind having the leaves cut off. They just feel like, okay, this is just our skirts. That's all.
Okay. And, right. So they're just their skirts. They're not like attached to their leaves once they've been harvested.
Right. I guess they're happy. They're happy to be here. They're happy to be useful.
And the reason the beet greens got cut off is because I was preparing at some point to have a nice little beet green salad.
Yeah. I ate greens too, except I chopped them up and sauteed them. Karen's way is probably healthier.
I don't know, but I'd probably today I threw a couple of the beet greens chopped up and into my bouillon that I make in the mornings. But I think these greens looked good enough that I might have actually just tossed them into a salad with other greens. So let's ask the beets, why do they want to be here today? Why were they excited to be here?
Because they want to spread the word that beets are great.
Okay. And when I saw them yesterday in the store, I knew I had to buy them.
Yeah.
And were they already like... Were they communicating to me?
Well, yeah, you felt like you had to buy them.
I felt like they were communicating, but I was just asking them to verify.
They're saying, yeah, take me home.
So are they saying eat lean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they're saying we want to be in your fridge forever. They're not saying that.
Oh, they're not saying that. Okay.
No. See, I mean, they're a humorous vegetable.
Oh, the beets are a humorous vegetable.
Humorous, yes. They like to make jokes.
Now, if you eat more beets, do you become more humorous? Can you pick up that consciousness from?
Could be. Oh my gosh, I eat a lot of beets and I laugh a lot too.
Very interesting. And Diana's skin is very red too. Just kidding. Just kidding. So I have a question. I have a bunch of questions for the beets, just in general, like for eating the beets. Like you've got the beet greens. Some studies say that these beet greens are just packed full of more nutrition than just about any other green. Is that true?
Oh, they're saying, wow, whoa, that's great.
But they don't know. They can't answer. They can't verify from...
Well, I mean, of course, it depends on the soil that they're grown in.
Of course, yes.
But they're saying, yeah, they kind of knew that.
They kind of knew that?
Because they think they're great. Okay. They just think they're the best vegetable around.
All right, awesome. Okay, but they can't really verify specifically.
They're not scientists. They're beets.
Right, but sometimes science verifies knowings, and knowings verify science. I mean, they aren't mutually exclusive.
Right. But they're okay.
I mean, without an inkling, we don't have anything to be scientific about.
No, they like to have fun.
Okay. Does eating the beet greens also have the fun part?
Oh, they believe that when people are eating the beet greens, people should be having fun.
Oh, okay. All right.
They should be making them into tasty dishes.
Okay. Oh, right. Now, how do the beet greens like to be cooked? Do they like to be sautéed with other things? Do they like to be steamed? Do they like to be eaten raw?
All of those.
All of them.
Yes, they like all of those. Mm-hmm. They don't really have a preference. Oh, no, although they do. They're saying steamed. Tried them steamed, but...
So what about wilted? It's like steamed.
kind of like steeped.
Okay. So when I cook them, I just put them in a, usually a flat pan, like cast iron or something, and I put a little bit of water in there and I cover it, turn really bright green, and I take them out and...
No, that's like steaming.
Right. So that's the same equivalent to steaming.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're saying, well, good for you.
Oh, trust me, I've cooked them every other way too in the end. What about the beets themselves? Do they like to be roasted, or sometimes I put them in a same type of thing? I put them in a cookable lidded pot, stick them in the oven and a little bit of water in there and let them sort of steam as they cook, covered, or I'll roast them, or they get cut up and roasted.
They like all those.
Everything again.
And raw too.
And raw, right. In juices.
Oh, yeah, beet juice.
Right. Now, do they like to be cut up and then just eaten raw, like lunched on?
They're saying it kind of like depends on if the person actually wants to eat them like that. I mean, if some people don't like raw beet themselves.
And what about pickling? Because pickled beets, like fermenting them, some people ferment them into kvass, or they have fermented beets, or they actually put them in vinegar.
Okay. Well, they're saying, well, do you don't like to be soaking in vinegar?
They do not like that.
They said, okay, if you want to have a salad and you put sort of like some kind of vinegar on it at the end, that's fine.
Okay. So they like to be fermented. They like to be fermented though into kvass or beet.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Beet juice, and also in sliced beets or chunks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they like that. And they think they're very beneficial for your heart, your circulatory system.
What about your what do you call them? Your blood system? What's that called?
Circulatory system?
No, the blood. Circulatories. Anyway, the are they good for your blood health?
Yeah, I thought I said that.
You said circulatory. Sorry, we're having a little trouble here because Ollie's with us and he's turning over a vase of flowers. Now he's acting like he didn't do it and washing his face.
Yeah, so they're saying they're great for your blood.
Okay. Will they help clean your blood out?
Kind of.
Well,
no, they're more of an additive kind of.
Mm-hmm.
They add things to your blood. They don't necessarily take bad things out.
Oh, okay.
But
what about the beet greens? Do they take bad things out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But I was going to say, they were saying if they actually enhance the quality of the blood and make your circulation more efficient, then that could actually help with cleansing out stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So just naturally, your circulatory system would just naturally clean itself out.
Right.
If it was healthier. So is it everybody should eat beets? Is that what they're saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Not everybody. What are they saying? There's some people who don't like beets.
Oh, yeah.
They know that.
My brother doesn't like beets.
And they're saying, well, if you don't like beets, don't make yourself eat them because that will make us sad.
All right. My brother does taste them every once in a while, but he maintains that he does not like beets.
He just does not like them.
No.
Well, there's people like that.
Right.
They want people to enjoy them.
Okay. And hopefully laugh and tell jokes and...
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So while you're preparing the beets, you could actually think of beet jokes.
Beet jokes?
Yeah, and while you're cooking the beets.
I wonder if Alexa knows any beet jokes. I don't have an Alexa in my house, but we could ask Alexa to tell us beet jokes while we're cooking. That's funny.
Or you can make jokes into beet jokes.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know how.
I don't know, but now we're under pressure to come up with a beet joke right away.
Well,
Should we pause and come up with a beet joke?
well, it would have to be something like, that Elvis Parsley joke. Oh, what's green and sings?
What's green and sings Elvis Parsley?
Right. So,
No.
I think that's
What's
pretty,
red and what I think is
really
pretty funny. What about what's red and bleeds? That's not a joke.
No, it's not. It's sad. A cut finger while you're cutting your beets.
Okay. Okay, I got some here. 45 beet puns. Oh, it's in Pinterest. Doesn't show me anything. Vegetable puns. You can't beat them. Diana thought it was funny.
That's why you don't make mashed beets.
Oh, you never make mashed beets?
No, because you can't beat them.
Oh, because you can't beat them. Once again, I just suckered right into that one. Twice. Oh, look at this. Life is awesome. That's example of an upbeat. Life is terrible. And that's example of a downbeat.
But there are no down beets. All beets are up. All beets are upbeat.
All beats are upbeats?
All beets are upbeat. Yeah.
You can't have a downbeat?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Well, scrap that joke. I don't know what else to tell you. These jokes aren't really that good.
Oh well.
What did one beat say to the other beat?
I don't know what.
You make my heart beat. Why do beetroots win at everything?
Because they can't be beat.
Yeah. Because they're unbeatable. Oh, that brings up another question, though. Speaking of pureeing, mashing.
But they like these.
Do you like these? All right. I'm going to beet joke you to death when I'm cooking you. So cooking a beet, when I ferment the beets, I've been cooking them at like very low temperature, like 250 degrees for 3 or 4 hours. And then you add the culture and put them into water and let the kvass sort of come forward. But do beets in general like to be cooked like that? At very low temperature?
Yeah.
Do they mind if you cook them at a very high temperature?
No. Although they're saying that the high temperature makes them jump around because it's ticklish.
It's ticklish. Doesn't burn them if it's ticklish. Okay, I can see these beets have a lot of humor in them. Yeah. What about beet chips? I think they cook them at a pretty high temperature. Well, I'm not really sure, but they slice them and
yeah, or you could roast them too, make beet chips, right?
Yeah, but right. I usually think of roasting them as chunks, but you roast them.
You can thinly slice them and roast them, right? So, yeah, because people like to eat these tasty, crunchy beet chips. Mm-hmm. They like that.
Okay, they like that. So I could dehydrate a bunch of beets. Would they like to be dehydrated or do they like to be roasted?
They like to be roasted.
Okay, so we'll make the chips and roast them.
Yeah. Dehydrating. It's like
they don't really like that.
They lose some of their humor.
Okay, interesting. Mushrooms we had on an earlier podcast said they did not like to be dehydrated either.
Yeah, that's kind of curious.
It's very interesting. So do the beets carry any particular wisdom for us?
Well, even more so than all other vegetables, which are generally very happy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, vegetables are very happy.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
For the most part, right?
All right.
They're happy.
Greens, they're happy too?
They're happy. Yeah, they're all happy.
Is that part of why they kind of get called higher vibrating because they're happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But beets are even happier.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's probably why they're here today.
You look at them and for some reason you feel happy.
I was really happy when I saw them in the store yesterday. I was like, those beets are coming home with me. And then you feel a little like uncomfortable. Am I supposed to eat them or not? And they cut the leaves off right away because I kept them in a separate bag. I was going to eat them.
They said they're okay with that.
Yeah.
Because those are nice skirts.
I wondered if I'd hurt hurt their feelings.
No. They didn't hurt their feelings. They didn't stop dancing.
Oh, good.
So
They weren't their legs, just their skirts.
right. And, they know that if you're going to be doing something,
Which sometimes look like roots. Now, I don't want to offend them or anything, but everybody's hair looks different. Their hair looks like roots, but
that's right. Everybody's hair looks different, but it's still their hair.
do they like to be called beetroot or beet?
Both are good.
They don't really care.
No, they don't care. I mean, it's just a name. I mean, they don't certainly call themselves beet or beetroot. They just think of themselves as,
Themselves.
yeah, the great vegetable.
So they're the happiest of all of them.
They are.
Okay, that's very interesting to know. And we don't, they said earlier that you don't necessarily pick up that happiness when you eat them, or you do? You pick up the energy of that happiness?
Yeah, because that's what they try to infuse in you. That's their this is why they're happy. They're happy because they're going to be giving their energy and happiness to you, to the eater, when they're eating. That's their mission.
Yeah. Okay. But it's every vegetable's mission.
It is. Right.
And so what makes a beet even happier?
Happier in general. I don't know why. They're just happier. They don't know why either.
They don't know why. They're just born that way. They were created that way.
Yeah.
How long have they been around?
Oh, thousands of years ago.
Do they have any information on where they came from?
They originally were not plants.
What were they?
Little living beings.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
Yeah. So they reincarnated as beets here on this planet.
Yeah.
Incarnated as.
Right.
And they self-propagate, or, they make the seeds and farmers plant them. What do they think about organic beets versus otherwise grown beets?
Organic is better. Non-organic.
Right. So they get this nasty stuff in their heads when they're raised with non-organically.
Yeah.
And then they are less happy? Or they're
confused.
So confused people aren't necessarily really happy.
They can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're also confused. They're not quite the same vibrational level as organic. And kids who are not confused,
right? And can you do some Reiki over them when they're not organic, and or any kind of energy exchange or a state of gratitude or something that can help them raise their vibration?
You could.
You can.
Yeah.
So
although it would be most helpful to do that while they're still growing.
Oh, okay. Before you actually.
Right.
So we could tell the non-organic growers to
do some Reiki.
Yeah, get some good Reiki people in there before they harvest them.
Right. But, they're also saying doing Reiki after they're harvested is improvement also.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of animals like beets too, right?
Yeah, they're not too happy about that.
Oh, they don't want to be food for cows and horses?
Well, because they see themselves as so elevated.
Oh, okay. They think they're human food.
Yeah, not that animals are not as elevated as humans, right? But humans can actually do more stuff with beets, right?
Oh,
what do animals do?
They eat it raw.
They just eat them.
Pull them out of the ground and eat them.
Right. They don't think that's that interesting.
All right. What about beet hummus, where you combine it with sesame? Do they like that?
Oh,
lemon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really like that, huh? All right. That's interesting to know. Are there other foods that beets really like to be comboed with? Sometimes people put feta cheese on beets.
Yeah, they're saying that's okay.
Feta's okay. But
they're friends with most all of other foods.
Okay. But they really like the hummus, the sesame seed, and they like that better than the feta?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
What about olive oil, salt, and pepper?
They like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything that the eater wants. Mm-hmm. I mean, say the person who's going to be eating the beets like some kind of strange combination. They're saying, okay, we're all for that because that's what the eater wants.
Oh, okay. That makes it easy, doesn't it? Is there any preparation method they don't like besides the vinegar?
Well, I think we covered all of them, right?
I do. I should maybe, well, this all came up so suddenly. I didn't prepare a list of all the ways beets are. Oh, I know. What's that famous soup that the borscht? Do they like to be borscht?
Yeah,
They do like,
they do. I mean, basically beets that have been not steamed, but actually cooked in a broth.
usually they're a little bit shredded. And the borscht
yeah.
I've had shredded and then cooked.
Yeah, no, that's fine too.
Okay. What about the beet skins? I mean, there's some,
Skins, yeah.
yeah, there's some varying knowledge on the beet skins, whether you should eat them or not.
Well, they're saying again, it's up to the eater, right? If the eater wants to eat them,
Okay, so that you don't necessarily have to take them off. I mean, and you can see by the beets we have here, they look like they have very thin, very fresh
that's right.
skins
Yes.
that look like they're edible. And then sometimes you buy a beet and it's like the skin's all kind of defined it and rough and dried out. And I've read that the skins have really good bacterial activity right under that's very protective for the beet. So that's why they're good to store a long time. And the beets, but if they've maybe been stored a long time, that protective outer layer gets thicker and you don't want to eat it. Because I don't know how digestible the outer layer is. So a lot of these outer layers are about preserving food, not nutrition.
Well, they're saying, though, if you want to kind of like chop the outer layer really finely, that would actually be good.
So peel it, chop it up, and eat it. Or make a little puree sauce out of it or something.
You could, yeah. Oh, I guess that's something we said they don't like to be beaten. Yeah, right? But pureeing is kind of like similar to beating.
Wait, I thought that was a joke, that they didn't like to be beaten. I didn't know that was serious.
Hell, is it serious?
Because
No, they're saying it's a joke.
Okay, because, yeah, you put it in the hummus, you got to
That's right.
grind it up small. So the hummus, you could easily include this skin.
Yeah. And actually, you can make it it's like a little crispy topping
Oh, yeah.
if you saute it.
Saute it? Like get a crispy, like burnt beet topping?
Not burnt beet, just saute it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
To get it a little bit crispy.
Mm-hmm. We might have to end this podcast and go cook these beets. But I won't dehydrate them, that's for sure, or dry them.
Yeah, they're saying no, we don't like that.
What about an air fryer? We didn't talk about an air fryer. Do they like to be prepared in an air fryer?
Does that mean they'd have to be battered?
Air fryers don't use any oil. You fry in the air instead of fry in oil. And I've never used one, so I don't know, but I'm just asking because maybe they know.
Yeah.
No, apparently Diana's not using her air fryer.
I don't have an air fryer.
Well, now I know what to get you for Christmas.
Now they're saying that sounds good too, so long as it doesn't dry us out.
Okay.
I don't think an air fryer dehydrates.
What about microwaves?
And microwaves? Yeah, they don't mind that.
They don't mind the microwave. It doesn't alter the molecular structure of the food.
But they're saying if you want a microwave, just put the beet heads in, not the skirts.
Okay. So lots of times when you eat a lot of beets, you have red number 1 and red number 2.
Right. Yes. And they're saying that proves we're doing our job.
Proves they're doing the job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's getting all the way through the system.
That's right. Yep.
All right. Just checking in on that. So it's the circulatory system, the blood system that is most benefited.
Right.
And the cardiovascular.
Boost it up.
All right.
Their main reason in life is to provide joy while people are eating them, right?
Okay.
So that most probably somebody who's eating like even 10 beets a day will quickly get really sick of them.
Oh, and so
they won't be able to do this
right
for days on end.
Right.
So yeah, they're not too worried about anybody getting sick on overdosing.
I get sick of the beets already by just thinking about eating 10 a day.
So they're saying, no, don't think about that.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that they'd like us to know about beets, or farmers to know, or
If you plant beets, everything will be happier
in your garden?
in your garden
Oh.
because they will spread happiness and joy while they're growing.
Oh. Well, that's awesome.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, we always had beets growing in our gardens growing up, but I didn't know it's to make everybody else happy.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can just feel so like happiness molecules coming out of them.
Yeah, you can. I mean, it was clear to me going down the grocery store line that those beets were. I have one last question that just popped into my head. So does their joy, beets can be stored a long time. So does their joy, their happiness dissipate over time?
No, it does not.
It does not.
No.
Okay, so you can have beets in your cold storage for a while.
Yes. Unless they're kind of like processed in some way. If you dehydrate them and store them, they don't.
They already said they don't like to be dehydrated, just like the mushrooms.
Right. Yeah.
I just got a really special dehydrating oven, and I'm not so pleased to hear that nobody wants to be dehydrated.
No, just mushrooms and beets don't want to be dehydrated.
I know.
I don't know what else wants to be dehydrated.
We got some pears in there right now.
Well, they're saying, man, maybe it's okay for pears.
We all like our dehydrated fruits
Oh, yeah, that's right.
to make great snacks.
Dipped in chocolate.
Did the beets say that? Or did you say that?
The beets said that.
Dipped in chocolate.
Well, that's the dehydrated fruit. But beets and chocolate also go together.
Oh, we didn't even talk about beet desserts, did we?
No.
Beet ice cream. You probably like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Beet mousse.
Beet mousse, yeah. Because they are sweet. And they don't, they've got a distinctive flavor, but sometimes it can be used to enhance other flavors. Like you can make a really, really delicious chocolate cake using cooked beets. Well, sure. Well, they don't like sugar. They don't like white sugar.
Okay, what kind of sugar do they like? We don't need any because when they get cooked down, they make it sweet.
No, again, it's up to the person. So you got to taste while you're cooking and baking. But they like honey. They like maple syrup. They like dates.
Here's 21 recipes to make with beets. And we've got chocolate chunk beet ice cream.
Whoa.
Beet tahini snack bars. Raw vegan beet cashew cake. Beet cookies.
Whoa.
Cinnamon beet rolls.
Oh.
Healthy red velvet milkshake. You didn't like that one? Did they like that one?
Yeah, no, they did, yeah. I just didn't like it.
Oh, Diana doesn't like milkshakes.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate mocha beet donuts, honey and beet frozen yogurt, banana berry beet smoothie bowl.
A smoothie bowl? Smoothies you always drink.
There's no always in this world, especially in this country. Take a smoothie bowl and you put some kind of beet puree in there and throw bananas on top and granola, and you've got a beet bowl.
Beet bowl. Okay.
Vegan chocolate lava cake. I guess that's a vegan recipe with beets. Beet and berry smoothie. Gluten-free beetroot cake with date sugar. Do they like date sugar?
Yes.
Dark chocolate beet cake with all-natural pink buttercream frosting.
It's like, yeah, to make the frosting all pink.
Chocolate beet cupcakes with cream cheese icing. Chocolate beet bread. Beet blueberry muffins. Oh, this one sounds really good to me. Beet nut butter cups. And they look like peanut butter cups, only they got beet in them.
Wow.
Beet pancakes. And that's the end of this list. That is amazing.
I know.
I never even cooked a beet dessert in my entire life, and now I've got a whole pile of things I got to do.
Right.
And Diana, you got to try those beet pancakes just for fun. It's a Valentine's Day special coming up.
That's right. Beet pancakes with beautiful beet syrup or beet jam.
Or beet jam.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of like cooking with honey. Did they say honey on the cooked stuff or the raw stuff? They don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the eater.
Whether you cook honey or not.
They're beets. What do they know about honey?
Well, I don't know. You said they said honey.
They like honey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they don't really have any opinion about whether or not you should be cooking the honey. You can if you want to. I mean, if you put it in your cupcakes or cake, it's going to get cooked.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do a follow-up with a couple of beet dishes one time. See what they're all about. All right. Is there any last words from the beets?
They're saying, enjoy.
Enjoy?
No, both.
Enjoy and enjoy.
And enjoy.
All right. Enjoy.
In beets we trust.
In beets we trust. All right. Very good. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Beets.
And thank you, Beets.
That's all for this episode of the 1 to 9 podcast. Thank you for listening, and please sign up for our newsletter at 1to9podcast.com.